was, Tanner. 4 cars, and one of them's got the file that puts a face and a place to Rosanna Soto. Find the cars before the city swallows them.
Welcome back, everyone. Tim the Gamer 13. Happy to be back with you here today. Today we're checking out the Find the Clue mission in Driver 2. It's the 12th mission overall in Driver 2, and it's the 4th one in Havana. And so what we're going to want to do here is, as you just heard Jones say at the beginning of this video, you're going to want to go ahead and find the car with the clue in it. There's 4 cars throughout the city, as he said. And, I mean, some of these missions, as you know, are kind of randomized, where sometimes, you know, you get lucky. And so you're probably wondering, well, can't you get lucky and just have the clue be in the first car? Wouldn't that be nice? Unfortunately, you can't. You have to go after all 4 vehicles here. But a couple things work in your favor here. One is that you have a lot of time. You're given, what was it, like 7 minutes or whatever at the beginning of the mission. So that's great. You have that certainly working in your favor. Also, the CPU cars, as erratic as they may be, and they do drive pretty erratically. If you play this mission and failed it, you know. So erratic that you can't keep up with them a lot of times. But don't worry, it happens to everyone. They also have a tendency to just run into random stuff. And so that'll make it easier for you to pin these guys into a corner or pin them against a wall or a tree or something like that, or some other object. I'll go ahead and I'm going to illustrate that in the next 20-25 seconds here. With this first vehicle, I literally just pin him into the corner and just keep slamming into him. See what I did there? Pin him into the corner. That's exactly what you want to do. And there's no place really for him to go right now. You notice that? They're just going to keep going back and forth, almost like a pendulum. Back and forth, back and forth. And you, however, will have to keep slamming into him in order to drive the damage bar up. Alright? So, but again, that's half the battle right there, is getting these guys into a corner, I think. Now, you may have heard in previous videos you have the nudge effect, where you can just nudge them on the side, and that seems to work. That's another effective strategy, although I'm not sure how effective it is in this mission. Because this mission, you really want to just pin them down, because they are really out of control. Again, they're crazy. These things are just, you know, it's absolutely ridiculous the way they drive. So, you know, after you obviously destroy one of them, you're going to want to get out, go over there, get that stupid little message, nothing here, better go to the next one, ho ho ho. And so, yeah, you really have to do what they tell you, unfortunately, and you got to just keep going here. So it's almost like a marathon type thing, where it's basically you against the clock here. You're just, you know, randomly driving around the city trying to find these things. Unfortunately, no easy way around it. You're just going to have to bite the bullet, as they say, and go after these guys if you want to advance in the game here. So, you know, but I should also point out that the way your additional opponents after the first car are driving should be a lot easier. So, okay, so look, you can see the white dot on the map, which is my second opponent here. Look, he's coming right at me. I mean, that's going to obviously make things a lot more bearable anyway, when it comes to trying to pin down these opponents here. Now, again, another really erratic driver here, and actually so erratic that I made a save state here, just so that, you know, in case something went wrong, I could just pick up on the second car. And, of course, everything's on an emulator today, so it makes sense to make save states. So go ahead and feel free to do so if you're able to. Or just take a break from the game for a while. Make sure you're not too tense. I've noticed that when I really tense up in these games, obviously I do really poorly. So just don't be too tense in this game. You should be all right. Go after your additional opponents here. But you notice what I'm doing here? I'm doing the same thing. Pretty much the same principle here. I'm pinning this guy into the corner. And that's exactly what you're going to want to do here. That's really the only way to really beat this mission. And look, it drove up his damage bar substantially. He's almost wrecked as it is. Look at that. Got like a sliver of damage left. That's what you're going to want to do here. And you're going to want to do it for each car. Trust me, each vehicle here. Now, you might be thinking, well, how come, you know, he's not totally gone? How come he's still driving around? Just because, for whatever reason, he got lucky. He happened to pull out, find an opening there, like they always do. But I just got him right now. Get that stupid message, still no file. And just grab another car. There should be vehicles around, you know, clean vehicles, as they say, you know, without any damage on them. Undamaged vehicles that you can easily get to in order to go after your next opponent here. Usually it's not an issue. There's a lot of traffic on the road, as you notice. I'm pretty sure the developers did doing that for a reason. We're doing that, you know, so that you can get a car easily right after you almost wreck your one vehicle to wreck another one. So here comes your third opponent coming right at you. You get a nice chunk of damage there on just one hit, which is pretty sweet. Good way to start against him. And then, of course, the speed factor. Accelerates a lot. A little bit there. And then he'll hit another object. And you'll notice these patterns, guys, after a while. He'll come to the end of the road or something. He'll hit a wall. You know, he might turn a little bit, but end up hitting the wall. That's an excellent opportunity to hit him against the wall or against the lamppost or something. Some other object. There's really not a whole lot more I can really say about this mission. Do you need some luck on your side to beat this? Yeah, you need a little bit of luck, I would say. But it is nowhere near as difficult as the hijack the truck mission, or even what we just looked at before, the stop the truck mission. Here we go, make another save state here. And it's just a matter of patience with this one. You just really have to have patience when you're going after these things. And, you know, be persistent. You know, just because he's pulling away or looks like he's far away. Remember, this game does have that rubber band effect. So, again, he's going to seem a lot further away than he actually is. Because in just 10 seconds, as you saw, you can really drive up his damage bar unexpectedly. Well, there you go. Just wreck that vehicle. That's number 3. And, of course, there will not be the clue in there. It'll say still no clue or something like that. Try the last car. And you're going to have to go after the last vehicle here. So we're going after the last vehicle now. And again, the same principle is going to apply here. You're going to want to corner this next car into a wall. And that's how you're going to drive up his damage bar. So, you know, again, not a whole lot more really to comment on in this particular mission here. Again, just you're going to want to have a lot of patience. They give you the time. The CPU drivers, remember guys, are really not that great drivers. I mean, they might pull off a few cool little turns or whatever, twists and turns here and there. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's just, yeah, he's random. But look, he's also bumping up against the walls. The one vehicle was bumping up against the street lights or whatever. I remember the one time I played this, he hit a couple of the street lights. So they kind of do it to themselves. You just kind of have to be there and ready for them when they do hit an object. Look, you just hit that wall there, and I took advantage of it. So if you have to, oh my gosh, look at that car. I feel bad for that guy that got knocked over. But yeah, you want to just chip away at these guys when they do drive like that, because that's really the only way. Again, you get too close, obviously you'll make a random turn, and you'll really kind of lose track of them. And I made another save state here just to make sure. But you notice, look at, like, again, he drove right into that wall right there. You know, again, take advantage of that, you know. And it's really not, once you kind of get a feel for how these things drive, not really too complicated, I don't think. And again, you do need a little luck on your side. I would agree with that. But overall, this is just a mission that takes a great deal of patience. It's one that you will really feel good about, you know, defeating once you've beaten it. And again, it's just one of those. Unfortunately, it's one of those necessary evils in Driver 2 that you guys will have to overcome. But it's overall, once you beat it, it's done, and you can move on to the next mission. And that's what we're gonna do in this game. So stay tuned for more great Driver 2 mission videos to follow. Stay tuned, guys. Take care.